We're at a little creek here in northeast Georgia, right about sundown. We're looking for some rare salamanders, and we've seen 5 or 6 spotted duskies already. This is a cool one. This is a dwarf black-bellied salamander. I've seen these one other time. It's a lifer for Nolan, and they're unique to just a couple counties in northeast Georgia. Found in just a little seep at the side of the road here. A little video of a great cheek salamander here in the mountains of North Carolina. Feels good to be back herping in Appalachia, man, where there are woodland salamanders just everywhere. The second one we've seen this morning, the first one's really small. Well, that same place basically in North Carolina. Here's an Cheoah salamander. They got split up 4 ways into Chattooga dusky, Great Balsam dusky, which we're looking for later today. Last dusky in North America I need now, since it's new. And I think Cherokee Mountain salamander, or the Cheoahs in the Smokies. These are still generic Cheoah salamanders. Last night in northeast Georgia we saw the Chattooga dusky, which I had seen previously. I don't think I got any video, I just got some still shots I'll put in the video. I like it's part of it, but cool find. Same place in North Carolina as the Cheoah. And there goes a southern black-bellied salamander. These have recently been split up. They used to be one big species, but now there are 4, I think 4 different black-bellies, maybe 3. Southern, Kanawha, ones in the Smokies are now Cherokee black-bellies. Here he is in his natural habitat in the stream. If I can find them. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. But anyway, cool. First black-belly of the trip. Very nostalgic. They're all over the Smokies, all over the Southern Appalachians. Very difficult to catch. Little film of an eastern hellbender crawling along the bottom of a creek in North Carolina. Biggest salamanders in North America. It's been several years since I've seen one of these. Great to be back in the Carolinas and looking at one of these guys just for fun. This is a spot where you can walk to see them. You can't flip rocks for them, it's illegal, and you wouldn't want to do that. Such a rare salamander's habitat. I've seen 4 of these in about 20 minutes. Always difficult to photograph under the water like that. Little more film of them under the ripples here of this stream. She's moved into calmer waters. This guy's maybe 1.5 feet, something like that. Big eastern hellbender. Habitat. Be seeing a couple more vistas like this over the next few days in Southern Appalachia. Beautiful, beautiful. You can just see for miles and miles, nothing but mountains. This is a Blue Ridge black-bellied salamander that has gotten away under a rock. It's okay, we can move this rock and we might see him. There he is, right here. You can see his tail there. Black-bellied salamanders used to be all one species, and they were split up, I think last year now, into a couple different ones. These are the ones that live kind of in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. A little roadside trickle at very high elevation. Looking for Great Balsam Mountain Duskies. Hopefully we find one of them. Here on this rock, tough to know what to do with the shading here, but this is a Great Balsam's Dusky we're looking for. This is, they split the Cheoah up into several, and this is the only one that I hadn't seen. At a high elevation seep in North Carolina. Same one where we saw those Blue Ridge black-bellies. I think we've actually seen 2 of these now, but the first one just looked a little questionable. This one's no question. He's got the Cheoah patterning. See if we can get him in a slightly better pose here. Here's a really pretty little, either a Cheoah or Carolina Mountain Dusky. Not night shine. We've seen several gray cheeks so far, and a couple of seal salamanders. Here's just a pretty dusky. Mountains of western North Carolina. Here's a salamander that I wouldn't think would be at 5,000 feet in North Carolina. You think of them in the Appalachians as being like cove hardwood salamanders. Like in the Smokies, I don't know of anywhere beside Cades Cove where these live. This is a southern redback salamander. We're at like 5,000 feet in North Carolina. Same place as we saw the red-legged. It's wild. I mean, redbacks are redback, but still, that's just very unusual for this elevation in my experience. A cool little find. Here is another red-legged salamander that's actually sitting still for a minute on top of this mossy log. Unique to North Carolina. We're looking for this guy's relative, the Cheoah Bald, tomorrow. Gonna require a big hike, but also unique to North Carolina. That one would be a lifer for me. These are kind of old friends. This is the third or fourth time I've seen them. Such beautiful country up here in western North Carolina too. It was a treat to get to see these guys. Alright, this is a seal salamander just out cruising around on a rock near a waterfall late at night. Pretty cool. Desmognathus monocole. We saw another one of them, these guys, but he was pretty deep in a crevice. Alright, the battery on this camera is about to run out, but a little more footage of our Cheoah Bald salamander. Had to hike 8 miles on the AT to... Beautiful critter. Note the orange on the legs. About 4,000 feet. Alright, well, we have a pair of sepid salamanders, one of which I just lost over here in the leaf litter. These are cool little duskies. They're like the smallest, I think they're the smallest salamanders in genus Desmognathus, and we flipped it at this high elevation seep just across the Tennessee, North Carolina side. So we're in Tennessee, and he escaped. That's okay, we got a good video of him. But we're in Tennessee. We've seen 1 Ocoee and 2 sepid salamanders so far. So, nice little start to being in Tennessee. Still here in Tennessee where we saw the sepid salamanders. Just some very interesting orange and black bugs hanging out on this log that I've never seen before. Not sure what these are. If anyone watching this channel knows, I'd be much appreciative. This is in Tennessee. This is a Tellico salamander in Tennessee. This is what we've been looking for. We found, I just found southern redback a minute ago, which again is weird up here at this high of elevation. Found those sepid salamanders earlier. A bunch of Ocoees. These guys are very closely related to slimies, but they're Plethodon areolus. Unique to extreme western North Carolina, a couple counties in southeast Tennessee. Kind of a middle elevation woodland salamander, and that's where we've gotten this guy. The spots on the side are a little more gold-ish than you'd see on a slimy. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. They're not really white, they're like gold. And yeah, big salamander too. This is like a big, probably 6-inch adult we got. And then the white flecking on the back being really light, just classic Tellico coloration. Kind of a mid-elevation cove hardwood forest. A little bit of footage of a northern ringneck snake here, close to the North-South Carolina border. Found him looking at a rock cut. Let's see if we can get him to sit a little more still for you guys and be in focus. There he is. Northern ringneck snake. He was at the base of a rock outcrop that I'm just doing a little shining for in green salamanders. Got to be careful with that. Green salamanders in North Carolina, state endangered, so it would be illegal if I saw one to handle it or try to coax it out of the crevice. You just want to get pictures of it in the crevice and leave it alone to do its natural behavior in a nest or to do whatever it's doing, although it's not really nesting season for them. Look at the belly pattern on that guy. Isn't that beautiful? Northern ringneck snake. Well, we're tuned up and ready to go now, so here's White Lightning. Ready? All right. Well, in
North Carolina, way back in the hills, lived my old pappy and he had him a kid. He brewed white lightning till the sun went down. Then he filled up the jug and he passed it around. Mighty, mighty pleasing, happy's corn squeezing. White lightning. Well, the G-men, the T-men, the revenues too, searching for the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept cooking that stuff. White lightning. Well, I asked my old pappy why he called his brew White Lightning, said Mountain Dew. I took a little sip, right away I knew as my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue. Lightning started flashing, thunder started crashing. White lightning. Well, the G-man, T-man, the revenues too, searching for the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept cooking that stuff. Ooh, white lightning. Well, the city slicker came and said, I'm tough. I think I want to taste that powerful stuff. He took one slug and he drank it right down, and I heard him moan as he hit the ground. Mighty, mighty pleasing, happy's corn squeezing. White lightning. Well, the T-man, the G-man, the revenuers too, was searching for the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept cooking that stuff. White lightning.
White Lightning, George Jones. Up next, we got Mountain Dew by the Stanley Brothers originally. Staying with the moonshine theme for one more.
Down the road here from me, there's no other tree where you lay down $1 or two. Go down the bend and come back again. There's a jug of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And there refuse at our feet. I'll hush up my mug and he'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Mr. Roosevelt told him just how he felt when he heard that the dry long gone through. And liquor's too red, it'll swell up your head. You better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they called it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. That preacher went by with his head hasted high, wet
Wipe that down with the flu.
He thought that I ought to sell him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Well, apparently a trucker liked our rendition.
Oh, yeah.
Honked at us on the way past. Next, maybe a little more apropos for when we were in Louisiana, but really like this song. It was a George Strait tune that I put on the trip CD for when we were transitioning from Texas to Florida. The night we ate some Cajun food down by Lafayette. And Nolan can sing it pretty well, so we're going to do Adelaida by George Strait.
Adelaida, pretty little Cajun queen, sweet Dixie flower, the belle of the bayou, you're every young man hear you coming down the road. Cotton dresses swishing, getting some attention from all the bougainvillea dough. Oh my, really filling up their eyes, smiling and winking, know what they're thinking, but I'm the only one who loves you so. Adelida, her little Cajun queen, sweet Dixie flower, the belle of the bayou, you're every young man's dream. Adelida, I'd walk through a hurricane to stand beside you, sweet Adelida. I'd swim the country train. Oh no, hottest little dish I know. I know that you can tell it. You're making me so jealous from my head down to my toe. Oh me, you could make a redneck green. The way that you're looking, you got me uncooking. And I ain't talking about it etouffee. Adelida, pretty little Cajun queen, sweet Dixie flower, the belle of the bayou, you're every young man's dream. Adelida, I'd walk through a hurricane to stand beside you, sweet Adelida. I'd swim the Poncha train. Adelida, pretty little Cajun.
Alright, up next, this one's called Smoky Mountain Memories by Mel Street. Smoky Mountain memories about my home in Tennessee. Yesterday keeps calling me home. Mountains rising in my soul, higher than the dreams I've known. Misty-eyed that cling to me, my Smoky Mountain memory. You know, an old gray man with a dog asleep at his feet plays a worn-out fiddle full of melodies. He smiles with his eyes behind his face. He taught me as much as he played. Talking about my
Smoky Mountain memories, a pretty girl from Leon Springs. I was such a fool to leave her all alone. I think about her in my dreams. I wonder if she thinks of me. I always hold her close to me in my Smoky Mountain memories.
Mr. Play or a fiddle, please. Play some mountain melody. I've been down a lonely road, so far from home. I've nothing to hold on to. Made some plans, but they fell through. Now there's nothing left for me. Smoky Mountain memory. Talk about my
about you're in church. Talking about being on a ledge, and we're on a ledge. So, ready?
I was no daddy's dream, was not your mama's prayer, but I was your first and your last ticket out of there. I caught your wings on fire when I smoked my Bronco tires at that time. I'm good at rolling dice, no good at standing still. You like the thought of chasing life instead of dollar bills. We're living reckless, nothing to catch us, baby, but the ground. This ain't for everybody, toes hanging off the ledge, like we got nothing to lose. Ain't always heaven, baby, this living on the edge. You holding me, holding you, it's a hell of a view. I paint with my old Gibson, you paint your purple sky. This town's our canvas, baby, let's paint it red tonight. Go out like shooting stars, chasing what's in our hearts into the blue. This ain't for everybody, toes hanging off the ledge, like we got nothing to lose. Ain't always heaven, baby, this living on the edge.